Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Post Route Show. And now, here's your host, W. Earl Kitchings.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Post Route, the show where we dive deep into conversations with Black quarterbacks, both past and present. I'm your host, W. Earl Kitchings, and this show is proudly brought to you by Quarter Phi Back, the preeminent fraternity for Black quarterbacks and home of the prestigious BIP Memorial Trophy, the only national award that honors both the top HBCU quarterback and the top Black quarterback from high schools across the nation. We're always excited and thrilled to be with you, and we enjoy having you with us tonight. So if we can just ask you to do a couple of things. If you like what we're doing, support us. Follow us, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, whatever it takes for you to stay connected with the Post Route and Quarter Phi Back, please do so. We're on Instagram. Please go to Instagram at quarter_phi__back if you want to keep up with us on Instagram. But you can join us live every Monday night here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more phenomenal conversations. Before I get into our show tonight, let me just say how much we're saddened by the loss of Mr. Malcolm Jamal Warner. That news today has definitely rocked many of us who grew up watching an extraordinary young Black man become an extraordinary actor and become Theo to many of us for all the nights that he portrayed that character on The Cosby Show. May God bless you. Thank you for all you did. May God bless your family and comfort them in this most difficult time. So tonight, let me tell you, it's a beautiful thing, man, when you start having guys who are your frat brothers come back to the show to get another spoonful of the Post Route. And that's what we got going on tonight, because let me tell you, let me just do this real quick. Our guest tonight is one of our frat brothers. And we are definitely happy to have him to come back. This young man did his college football at the University of Akron from Monroeville, Pennsylvania, by way of Gateway Senior High School. Had an awesome career at Akron. After his time there, he has finished his career as the number 2 all-time passer for the Zips. And let me tell you, playing in that MAC, that Mid-American Conference, ain't no joke now. You got to play football, but he was an extraordinary guy during his time at Akron, and we're very proud to not only have him on the show again tonight, but to call him our frat brother. Please join me in welcoming back to the show our brother, Mr. Thomas Woodson. Woody, how we doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
Oh, man, you know I'm always good. Always good, man. So glad to be with you again tonight, man. Just great to have you on again, man. When I got the word that you wanted to come back, how could I say no?
Awesome. Thank you.
No?
I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for having me back.
Oh, man, you know, we're going to always do what we do for our brothers, man. So how things been going for you so far?
Things going well. Things heading to the right direction where I want things for myself and that I'm trying to do with myself. So,
okay.
You know, certain obstacles in my life were meant to happen. So, just hitting and got some good news. Haven't put it out yet or anything like that, but things are heading back to how the way I want it.
Okay. Well, I don't want to let the cat out the bag, so to speak, but just give us a little snippet. So what, you're getting ready to go play pro football? You're getting ready to do some coaching? Which one of the two are you getting ready to do?
My playing days are over with. Those my body My body did his work. I paid my dues in that sport, but yeah, that those days are over with.
So I take it you're going to go do some coaching soon.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. What level are you going to be coaching at?
The college level.
All right. Well, when that time happens, please let us know because we want to give you a shout out and keep up with you this upcoming year, man. Hey, Woody, you don't have much time to get into camp, man.
I don't have time at all to do anything. It's right here. Honestly, I'm about to go right into it. So, but I wouldn't want any other way. So, I'm just getting back to what I want to do and what I love. So that's all I want.
Well, you know what they say, man. When you're doing something that you love, it ain't work.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to wake up and enjoy what I do.
Okay. All right. Do you feel that this could maybe put you on the path, perhaps maybe for being a head coach one day?
Yeah. One day that's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. We'll see. We'll just have to see when the time comes.
Okay. All right. Well, much success to you in what you're getting ready to undertake. And I know that the man upstairs got his hands on you and everything's going to be all right. So we're looking forward to finding out what this is and keeping up with you in the upcoming football season. Because guess what, man? It's 30 days. We're going to be into it.
Yeah, the best season there is. Nothing like it.
What do you call it, the best season?
Best season there is. Nothing like it. Nothing better.
Well, you're not going to get any criticism from me about that because it is definitely that, man. It's nothing like football season. Yesterday, man, I was kind of checking out the rise of flag football that a lot of young men and young ladies are starting to do, and some extraordinary talent playing flag football for some of these teams that like travel football for, I guess, flag football. But there's some extraordinary players out here in this league, man.
I love it. I actually been tuning in. I've been watching it.
Okay.
A lot of young athletes, young student athletes, the girls at the high school level. They having, I want to say they're having like a national tournament right now. I was actually watching it all yesterday. And
yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
I've been tuning in. Being from the city where the Jacksonville Jaguars are and seeing that team win the 14 and under championship yesterday, man, it was kind of interesting to see them pull that out. And then, man, they're giving these guys these humongous rings for winning.
Yeah.
I'm just 13 years old. I got this big ring on my finger for winning a national championship. But it's a good thing. I think for those students who don't desire to have the contact football, for the parents who don't wish their children to play contact football, this is a great outlet. It definitely still provides the same type of excitement. They play on a 50-yard field, man, just like arena football, man. And we know that arena football is exciting from start to finish. So I'm looking forward to just seeing the sport grow from that level and see what happens.
Most definitely. I agree. Same here.
Very good. So now, as we get ready for the upcoming football season, what kind of teams are on your purview for teams we need to probably, or who you think might be some of the top teams at the collegiate level this upcoming year?
Honestly, I just think it's just wide open. I don't have like a particular team that I feel like is just better than everyone else.
Yeah. Just
because of just how things went about last year with the 12-team playoff system.
Right.
And it just shows that anyone can win. And the NCAA, I mean, I feel like they got the results that they wanted just because of having 12 teams and having a team that played all throughout the playoffs, win the national championship. And it just shows that anyone can win. And there are a lot of teams that, over the past years that were speaking up about, felt like they should have been one of the 4 teams in. So I feel like they did a great job with that, expanding it, the playoff system, and that's what they got what they wanted. And they got 2 teams that played a national championship game that played all throughout the playoffs. So, but as a team, as in like who I'm just looking forward to, I don't really have like just that one team. I feel like it's wide open though. I feel like the the playing field is wide open. I feel like anyone can win, honestly.
Well, it will definitely be an interesting season, and it's always interesting when people give their projections as to who's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and what they think people are going to do. And I always love it when people ask me a question, when I'm at my high school and they ask me, or I'm at my alma mater in college, they ask me, well, how we look? I'm like, It does not matter until the first play of the first game that really counts. The preseason stuff, that stuff don't matter, man.
I do want to say I'm excited to see Florida, to see how they do this year. Just last year they had a tremendous that strength of schedule was insane, honestly. And they kind of have, just playing an SEC and who you're playing, your schedule is always going to be like that. But last year they're supposed to have they weren't even supposed to win as much games that they won last year. So, and I'm excited to see how they do this year. And I'm a fan of their quarterback, DJ Lagway. So he got all the intangibles to be a great quarterback. I feel like he'll probably be the number 1 quarterback the following year, next year, because he'll only be a true sophomore this year. So,
okay. Well, speaking of that, my concern for DJ is I hope they don't rush him back into playing before he's 100% healthy, because that is one of the things that causes players to go down quicker if they get rushed back in. So I hope they've allowed him to heal and be at the same place he was when he got there a year or so ago physically, because that SEC schedule, man, it will take a toll on your body.
Most definitely. And just him, he was fresh out of high school, so he was just playing with kids. Now he's playing with grown men. So
there you go.
True freshman. So 18, 19 years old, going into playing against grown men, especially the game is getting older now, just with student athletes getting that extra year and transfers and all of that stuff. So,
well, I hope that they never allow guys to leave high school after their senior year to go to. That's the one sport I know they would never survive. You can't leave high school and go to the pros. That's not working. Even your freshman year, after your first year, that's not really working, because your body is not ready for the regiment that you're going to deal with. And sometimes I think these teams, I know they want to use the money as the factor, man, but I believe that sometimes guys need a year or two to learn, groom, let their body adjust and adapt. And rushing them into battle, like you said, you're a young man, but you're playing against grown men. Your body's not ready for that physical engagement.
Yeah, I would say 3 years is still fine. I would say there's only a certain amount of a small portion of athletes that I felt like I could have left after 1 year. There's a couple that I saw, but it's not normal. So I'll say 3 years is fine, just because you're still young. You're just getting away. The life stage of being an adult. So, and it's not just playing sports at that time. It's just how you do outside of sports, with your regular normal life, finances, all of that, etc. So, you feel like you got to have those years to grow as well. It's just not playing the sport that you love to play, but just as a person, as a human being, as you're growing into an adult, a young man. So,
okay. Well, I'm not sure what teams are going to be the best, but I will say this. I'm looking forward to one particular quarterback leading the team on the field as a freshman this year, and that's one of the most prolific high school quarterbacks that came out a year early, who's now in Boulder, Colorado. I'm looking for
Julian.
Do some things that are special, because you're talking about a guy who's been groomed for a long time. He's got all the tools in the toolbox, all of them.
I'm a fan. Don't get me wrong. I watched him too in high school, like throughout his process. He's from Carrollton, Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah. So I watch athletes all around, and not just here. I love seeing the younger athletes come up. me personally, just how I went about things, there's nothing wrong with sitting out. And the person that he sent that's entering his last year, I want to see him play because I feel like he deserved it just because he paid
Sure,
his dues and everything. So,
sure,
Caden
sure.
Solcher, I'm a fan of his too. He played at Liberty, did a tremendous job at Liberty. He probably only lost, I want to say, 3 total games at Liberty. I just starting there, so yeah, I want to see what he does there as well. So, and there's nothing wrong with being a young quarterback that you're going to have your time, but it's okay to learn and sit back and see because I know experience is another teaching and learning tool, but actually learning from someone that's actually doing it and doing it really well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Colorado did a good job of having him partner up with that quarterback as well. But I want to see Caden Solcher do his thing too. I'm a fan of his.
Well, I think just the fact that the competition between the two of them is going to help make both of them better. And I agree. Julian, not saying that he will be the starter, but when his opportunity comes, I'm
Yes,
looking forward to seeing how he will perform at that level. Uh, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to
he'll
be
be ready.
interesting.
It's in him. Yeah, it's in him. He'll be ready. He's still
No
young.
doubt.
He's 17 years old, so he
That's the only thing.
yeah, he's
That's
17,
the
so
only
he
thing.
he only did 3 years of high school. He left high school early.
Yep. Yep.
So being 17 in college is crazy and to play. I was the same way, but I didn't play. I knew I wasn't playing, but I was 17 in college when I first got there as well. So
Okay.
just entering college and and being on your own, and it don't matter if it's you're an hour away, 10 minutes away, you're still on your own, and that's that's something different too. So and it's not just about playing the game anymore. So that's why I say a lot of people need that time to really get in the groove of things and really, you know, experience life and not just the game of football because a lot of things will be thrown at you. So,
Well, would it, and that's an interesting point to talk about because what kinds of things would a young man at the age of 17 be processing getting to college, being on the football team?
mhm.
Uh, all football players, all athletes want to play, but understanding that it's not my time. What kind of things did you process and just to give our viewers and our fans an idea of what that process is, because 17, man, some of the guys think they are there, but not really. So what kind of things did you process, and what kind of things are going through guys' minds?
I don't want to say too much, but
Okay,
it's definitely life changing. You know, so
okay,
as a young kid, whatever problems you're going through, you know, everyone feel like your problem is the most important ones, and and
yeah,
the world doesn't work like that. So especially when you're a young kid coming from wherever you're from, so ideally, all these different student athletes coming where they come from, and they're going to college, they're pretty much the guy or the best person on their team or just the community. Everyone knows who they are. And when you get there to these at the college level, you're just another person now. So that's another thing.
mm-hmm,
Um, so you're gonna get humbled really fast because I mean everyone's good at this. Everyone's good at this stage. Everyone's good. So now it's kind of like your work ethic is gonna really show to see if I could be better than these guys because we're all here for a reason. So
right.
um, I would say that um, the change of everything, just the people. People are different everywhere. That's a truthful thing, and um, just being a student athlete, waking up early. Well, depending on what type of program you come from, be you could be used to a couple of these things, but you're never like really truly ready.
Yeah,
The workouts are insane. Just and just the world, everything get thrown at you. You're seeing other people, girls, you're seeing them as well. Just being honest, it's just a lot of thrown at you, and I feel like you gotta really slow down, really take your time, and really get your feet set in stone to really process all of this, to really like see and understand and know what's going on around me, and knowing who's really there for you as well too, because you need to fail a couple times because I mean where you're coming from and everyone's telling you you're the best, you're this and that, And then what's going to happen when you fail? Like, who's going to be there with you as well? So you need to see these things as well. So I feel like all that is a big factor in things when you, as a young kid entering to college.
Yeah, and as I'm thinking back to when I first went to college, what it was like, I think one of the things that helped me was that I had been allowed by my parents to do some things or visit some places or do some things on my own, even if it was just for a weekend. And some of these young men and young ladies, they've never been on their own before.
Right.
And that transition of, not saying they didn't have freedom when they were with their parents, but this is a different type of freedom where it's like, look, man, you are totally 110% responsible for you now.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Nobody's waking you up to tell you to get up.
No.
Nobody's telling you to go to bed. Nobody's telling you when to go to class. Everything is managed by you. And if you don't make that transition to understanding that, man, college life will just gobble you up. But then,
right. Yeah. And you're going to get left behind and it's done. You're going to get sent back home. So, yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. There's a lot of people I knew that there was a lot of things they didn't know how to do.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that didn't know how to do their own laundry, like once they got to college and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, like, a lot of these people are sheltered as well. I'm not going to say this. Like, luckily, like, my parents, like, allowed me to, like, I was allowed to live my life. So, and I always told my parents where I was going, so they trusted me to what I was going. So, so that's another thing. So, my parents allowed me to go do things and experience life. So,
Woody, another thing about that process too, though, going from high school to college is you meet new people. If you don't go to a school where some of your friends are and you just go to a place where you know nobody,
right,
man, that transition of getting to know people, getting to make friends, getting to know who you can trust, because some folks got other agendas and they trying to find out if they can get over on you. But like you said, so many things coming at you, man, and to try to navigate and balance all that at the same time. It's just a challenge, man. But for those of us who, balanced and were able to make it, great. For those who could not make that transition, it may be unfortunate, especially when you talk about student athletes who were, they were the guy, they were the female at home, and now they can't make that transition. They still like a great athlete, but that transition of going to college, man, with all these other things coming at them, they can't make that transition and they fail.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of them aren't used to like fighting adversity. So I mean, they're always getting that pat on the back and not really. I mean, you need that one person, that one coach, that one person to tell you that you're not who you think you are, and it's going to drive you. I mean, it can make you or break you. So depending on what type of person you are, like what are you going to do about it? Like I've been in that situation. From my experience, I've been in that situation. So, but you always got to know who you are though as well inside, because that's the only person. If you could wake up and feel like good about yourself when you look in the mirror, that's all what matters, really, honestly. So that's gonna keep you going and keep you driving and keep you working to where you want to get to and who you are, honestly. But at the same time, you still need those people to really tell you about yourself. You're not this, you're not that, to keep you going, to keep you working, keep you motivated, and just like earlier, everyone's that's here at this school, at this program, they were all good. They all did things. They all excelled where they came from. And now, technically, y'all are all on the same playing field. Y'all are kind of, I mean, I'm not going to say you're the same, but you're all here for one reason. So, and competition is only going to make each other better. So, then again, it's going to make you learn from one another as well. So, everything's a learning and teaching lesson as well.
Who kind of helped you when you got to college, man, to navigate that part of that freshman year? because after probably that first 4 or 5 months, that first semester as a freshman, you get acclimated, and when you come back after Christmas break, you're a little bit calmer, you're a little bit more, even keeled of how things, the lay of the land, how things are flowing. But who was that person for you, Thomas, when you went off to college?
So I mean, there was a couple people. I mean, there was one guy on the academic side that helped us out. Just from he knew who I was before I got there, and just us being in the same area. And we kind of migrated to each other just because we're from the same area. We know where we come from. So one of my academic advisors, I would say for sure, he took me under his wing. I always had someone to talk to. His name is Chuck Lewis, great guy. But player wise, our starting running back, Jawan Chisholm. I don't know what it was, but he just, as soon as I met him, he just took me under his wing. He just told me how things were. The receiver, his name Keith Sconyers, and another guy, his name Tyler Williams, another receiver. But those three people for sure when I got there, and a guy from my area, his name is Bray Ford. He took me under his wing as well. We played against each other in high school, so we knew each other. But he's a couple years older than me, but those guys took me under the wing when I got there. They really let me know like the do's and don'ts and what not to do. But those guys took me under the wings and treated me like their little brother as soon as I got there. And that's what you need, because from what those guys did to me, I tried to do the same when the younger guys came along. Because this is supposed to be another, like wherever school you go to, this is supposed to be your home away from home. So this is supposed to be your other home as well. You got to feel comfortable here as well, just like you did when you were back home, wherever you're from. So, and I feel like those guys did a great job, even though whatever the stuff I was going through, because life happens. But I mean, they tried. They really helped me out a lot and really told me how things go around here and just stuff to be ready for. So I would say those four guys for sure.
In your efforts to coach a young man up as a quarterback, what might be one or two things you might want to share with them as they finish out their high school career and are heading to college? What kind of advice would you kind of give them to help make that transition smoother?
Never be afraid to ask what you don't know, because a lot of people are too cool just to ask questions. You always think. I mean, there's a lot of people that think they're questions that they want to ask or dumb questions and not smart ones. But any question is like a smart question, if you ask me, just because, I mean, you're never going to know. So you're just going to be sitting there and you're never going to know the answers to which you really want to ask. So I would say that for sure. Find people that you feel like you could learn from, that you feel like are going into the right direction. Just because I feel as tradition and wherever school you're going to, it's supposed to be passed down. So someone has to teach you and teach you the ways of how things are supposed to be done here. And when you get in that position, you're supposed to do the same, and it's supposed to just keep going down, trickling down. So I would say that for sure. So just find someone that's who you feel like that's someone that you can learn from and that they're doing the right things. So that for sure. But questions for sure, always ask questions, but find that guy, find those people, be in those rooms that you feel like to be around people that you can feel like you can learn from and they feel like they can teach you things. So yeah, and don't be too big headed, keep learning, keep going. So like earlier, like we said, guys feel like they're the man wherever they're coming from. So a lot of high school athletes come in there thinking they're a big shot and this and that, so they get humbled and a lot of guys don't take it the wrong way just because you're coming here with this attitude and not an attitude to really put that pride and everything aside and not having an attitude to come work and grind like everyone else. And so I would say that for sure.
Well, I think those are very valid points, because definitely finding people who can help you through the process. But, it's a funny thing when, I think your most important point was to ask questions. And a lot of people think that, they won't ask a question because it's not a smart question. Well, I don't think there's anything. All questions are smart questions.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to get an answer to something you don't know.
Right.
And not being afraid to ask a question, that's the problem. It's not asking the question, because if you ask the question you don't know the answer to, or you don't have any information about, two things are going to happen. You're going to learn, and you're going to learn more. But if you don't ever ask the question, and nobody else, because there's five or six other people wanting to know the same thing you want to know, but everybody's scared to ask.
Right.
It sounds like a stupid question. It's not stupid. Ask the question. Your professor will give you the answer,
right?
And in their own unique way,
right?
Correct you if you're thinking the wrong way, but ask the question. So,
most definitely.
Okay. Well, Woody, stay with me, man. I'm gonna take a real quick time out, man, to do a little merchandise business, and we're gonna come back, man, and finish up our conversation, because we got something special. We're gonna be talking about some quarterbacks that both he and I are going to bring about to tell you who we think are our best. So stay with us. This is the Post Route. I'm Earl Kitchings. My guest tonight, former quarterback from the University of Akron, by way of Monroeville, Pennsylvania, Thomas Woody Woodson, number 2 on the Akron Zips all-time passing list. We'll be back with him after we do a couple of quick commercial timeouts. So once again, we want to just make sure that you all know that we have merchandise available for you. Our full logo t-shirt and golf shirt in our colors of burnt orange or copper with the black trim, as you can see on there, with the logo of Quarter Phi Back on there. Then we've got the full cotton t-shirt that you can order. All our merchandise is available through Zelle and or Cash App, as you see that scrolling across the screen. We're adding new merchandise. We've got caps now. We got a bucket cap, baseball cap. Those are running you about $30, $35. And then when you're going to the football game, you want to look sharp, or you want to just impress folks, hey, what better way to do it is than to wear our hoodie? And we're looking at getting the hoodie, which is in the all-orange hoodie with the Q5B on the front. We're looking at getting those in black also. And then our nylon polyester warm-up with the Quarter Phi Back logos on them. All this merchandise is available. We apologize that we are still having some issues trying to get this store up and running, but we are trying to make this happen. So if you see something you like, hey, hit us up on our website, and you can find our email there to order your merchandise. And then secondly, if you have not gotten a copy of this book, I'll just tell you that your library is empty. This book, The Forgotten QB, is written by me. Definitely is a book you want to have on your library, in your library, a book you want to keep with you, especially when we get to football season, because it has a lot of information, facts, stories, bios, just all kinds of things in there that talk about quarterbacks from 1903 to 1990. We're working on the second edition of this book that'll go from 1991 to the current day. So we're going to keep moving that forward. But get you a copy of my book, The Forgotten QBs, $35, and we will love to get a copy out to you right away. So there you have it. Going to get back to my guest tonight, Mr. Thomas Woody Woodson, by way of the University of Akron. Hey, Woody, we talk about getting ready for the upcoming football season and quarterbacks. Before we get to our top topic we're going to talk about tonight, let me ask you this. What were your opinions about the 2025 NFL draft?
I mean, in all honesty, I felt like one guy got slighted the most where he shouldn't have. It just didn't make sense to me. I feel like everyone knows. I don't really think I should say his name. But
I'll say it. Shedeur Sanders. I'll say it. You don't have to say it. I'll say it.
Like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, this is a guy that his whole upbringing is being ready for this moment. So just, like, being a leader, being a quarterback, learning from one of the best football players ever to play the game. Like this is like it's a no brainer. So I would just say that's that's all I have to say. But everything else, I'm excited for everyone to see. Always been a fan of Cam Ward. For all the people that do know me, my friends, I seen him play since he was at FCS in Corner World. So to see his time, see his process, his process and how that went, and how he went to Cardinal World, to Washington State, and to Miami. I'm a fan of his, so I feel like he's going to excel in the NFL.
Okay.
So,
this year there were only, that I can recall, 2 black quarterbacks that I recall getting drafted. Past couple of years, there have been 3 to 4. Was this just one of those years where there weren't that many to choose from? Next year it could be more. What are your thoughts about the number of black quarterbacks entering the league?
There's a couple I want to say this. So we got Cam Ward, Shador, Jalen Milroe from Alabama. He got drafted to Seattle.
Right.
I want to say, I think that's it, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I really didn't think about that, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, for being a black quarterback as myself, it's like you got to be the guy or you won't really have a chance, honestly, from just what I feel like. So, but hopefully that changes, and all the guys that are in the NFL right now, just make the best of it. All the guys that are in it, so just keep grinding, keep working, and do what got you there.
Do you think they might try to make Milroe an athlete versus a quarterback because of his ability to run? Do you think they might want to transition him to something else, or they're going to give him an opportunity to be quarterback?
He should play quarterback. That's all he played. My thing is, when you draft someone, you got to go off what their skill sets are. So what got them here, and do that to the best of their ability. So that's just me. So he's a quarterback that just happened to be a great athlete, but just use his skill sets, and as long as they use who he is, I'm perfectly fine with it. But like just all quarterbacks, everyone's different. So but whoever you are and what made you and what got you here, you should be the best at it. So use his skill sets of what got him there to the best of his ability. I hope they do that. But he's a quarterback, though. He should stay a quarterback.
Do you foresee that the dual threat quarterback is starting to be a little bit more dominant in the league than the pocket passer, based on speed and strength of the defenses now causing that to be a factor?
Now it's more, there is some leeway to guys that do have that other ability to run. I would say back then when I was, like before, you kind of just had to be a pocket guy. There was no running. So if you show any ability to be able to scramble or do anything, extending the play or anything like that, they were just putting you as an athlete. But now the game is changing, and there's more and more guys are showing that, hey, I could be this guy, even though I'm an athlete, which this is my God-given talent, but I can still spin the ball as well. So but it's a different game now. It's times changed. Everything is different. So all of that doesn't matter anymore, just to me. But back then there were guys getting slighted just because they were athletes, or they were quarterbacks that happened to be great athletes, and they were moving them positions. Especially me being here from Pittsburgh, they did that to Cordell Stewart. Cordell Stewart played quarterback at Colorado and excelled at it. Did really well. They were one of the best teams in the early 90s, and he got to NFL. He played receiver first. So, and then transitioning back to quarterback, which I felt like he probably wanted to still be a quarterback, but things like that were happening back then.
Well, that part of for that position for many black quarterbacks, man, goes years and years back when guys were asked to transition, or they were just outright told that if you want to play, you're going to move to this position, otherwise there won't be a spot for you.
Yeah.
And it was just unfortunate because you don't give a guy an opportunity simply because, like you say, he's an athlete, and because of the scheme of things, or because of the politics of the game. I mean, because I think a lot of it has to do with politics. I mean, okay, if a guy can play quarterback and can throw it and spin the ball, then give him opportunity. But hadn't always been the way. Always been the way. And that's one of the things that even in this day and time, these guys still have to find ways to make it happen. But I'm with you. If you're a quarterback, stay a quarterback, no matter what they tell you. And okay, well, maybe you won't be playing in the NFL, but there are other leagues and other opportunities that you can take advantage of.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I see it.
All right. I mean, I'm big on just do what got you here. You made it this far, so like, why would anything have to change to get this far? So especially if I understand if you had like some like trials to like playing the position and things were going how you wanted to be, and then it's like, all right, maybe it's time for giving my position another chance, position a chance. I can understand that, but once you're just entering the league and you're just trying to change your position, and I excelled at the college level and I didn't even get a chance to play at the pro level at the position that I don't like that. All
right. Well, life is what it is, man, and you make the best of life, and
right.
No matter what, like, you just make the best of it. And I truly believe that Shedeur Sanders is going to do that. So he'll, like we said earlier, he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. Just not 2 times a year. He could be good in all the other times, just not the 2 times a year.
Okay.
When he plays the Steelers.
Spoken like a true Steelers fan.
Right. Like I love Lamar Jackson. Just not those 2 games. Those 2 games a year. Do what you want to do, but those 2 games, I hope you lose.
Did you think Shedeur was going to come to Pittsburgh?
Yes. Oh man. If anybody's watching it, my friends or just they know. They thought it was hilarious that we didn't get him. I was upset. But I mean, there's something that these the pro teams, the NFL teams, they know something that we don't, and that's why they're there. So and hey, we didn't get them, and that's just what it was. But I was definitely upset. I was sad. I was super.
All right.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But I hope he excels, though. I hope he does well.
No doubt. All right. So now I ask you to come up with your list of the top black quarterbacks at the collegiate level. You come up with your 5, and I'm going to give you my 5 because I know we didn't have a whole lot of time, but I'm going to be gracious and let you go first with who's at the top of your list for your top black quarterback at a collegiate level.
At the collegiate level,
yes, sir.
All right, that had an impact on me. I'm just putting that out there because there are other great black quarterbacks that I know for sure. But when I was a kid growing up, I've been playing the game of football since the age of 4. So this is what I saw. This is what I did. I watched them on TV. I went outside and tried to be like them. This is what I wanted to do. For some of them, not all of them.
Okay.
Some of them were not kids, but it's just what I saw from what I seen. So I got 1A, 1B, 1C. They could be 3. Then I'm gonna name 2 other quarterbacks after that.
Okay.
All right, just off Michael Vick.
That's your first guy?
These 3 guys are they all intertwine. They could change, but
okay.
College, I wouldn't say he's probably number 2 then, because the other 2 guys are probably 1A and 1B college. But overall, Michael Vick is my favorite quarterback of all time. That's who had an impact on me as a quarterback, and just being a young black athlete, student athlete, just quarterback wise. That's who I looked at. That's who I watched that's what I wanted to see.
All right.
So he's number 2, but 1A and 1B, you could twist these others around. I got Vince Young and Cam Newton.
Okay. Okay.
Cam Newton had the best single season ever. It's not up for debate. I'm not arguing with anybody else. There's nothing you can tell me that's going to change anything that what I'm thinking here. I don't care. So don't say anything to me about other people. You could be right, but you're not right to me. Cam Newton had the best single season ever as a quarterback, from his team winning 6 games the year prior to winning a national championship the next year after. And having only one other guy on his team getting drafted, which was Nick Fairley.
Okay.
That's insane.
Okay.
Vince Young. I wish I could pick up my laptop and show you the pictures I had. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you right now. Let me see what that is. It's somewhere here. I'm gonna show you how much of a big of an impact Vince Young had. Hold on.
Okay.
Vince Young.
Okay.
Vince Young was everything as a kid. I was super excited when he beat USC. And then the year before he played in the Rose Bowl, he beat Michigan. I always wanted to run like him. He was a 6'6" quarterback. I looked nothing like him, but I always looked at him. I played quarterback my entire life, but that's who I saw. That's who I wanted to be. That's another guy. The 2 cut-off sleeves. Vince Young was the man. Texas was my favorite school. I loved Texas as a kid growing up. I wanted to go to Texas for sure.
Okay. All right. Well,
2 more. All right, I would say Lamar Jackson, just for me.
Right.
He got a Heisman. And I'll throw who do I want to put with my own eyes? I could put Charlie Ward in there. I like Charlie Ward.
Wow.
I like Charlie Ward.
All right.
Because he did it. I wish he would have played football. You don't win the Heisman, the national championship, then go to the NBA. That's how much a good of an athlete he was, though. So, but he did his thing at Florida State. But there's no knock on anybody else. Like, there's other guys I went back and watched. I watched Steve McNair at Alcorn State. Loved it. I watched Doug Williams at Grambling. I love football, so I'm going back and I'm watching these guys. Like, I'm going back. Warren Moon at Washington. Love what he did. Rose Bowl MVP. Watched the highlights of that probably like 2 weeks ago when he played in the Rose Bowl. There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys. So,
I know. I know there are a lot of guys. And by the mere fact that you were talking about guys that you are very familiar with because they grew up in a time or they played in a time that you can really relate to go back to talk about a Warren Moon, man, that's going back.
Right. And like, I respect that. And shout out Chuck Ely. I would say that too, for sure.
Oh, wait now. Wait. Woody.
Yeah.
Woody, do you really know about Chuck Ely?
So then again, I love the game of football. So I'm going back. I'm saying what guys did, and that's my conference. I played in the MAC conference. I respect anybody who went in the MAC conference and excelled and did what they're supposed to do. And so I'm tuning in. I'm watching who did that. So, and Chuck Ely, being in the conference that I played in, the MAC conference, and he controlled what he could control, and he never lost. He never lost the game. So there's nothing. Hey, when you're undefeated, you what can you say? I never lost. I could just say that I never lost. So,
okay. All right. Well, Chuck Ely is one of my all-time great black quarterbacks.
Yeah,
just all-time great quarterbacks. Period. Because, like you just said, he never lost. He went 35-0 at the time he was at Toledo. Never lost a game. Left Toledo and went to Canada. Won the Grey Cup in his first year.
Right.
The guy's just a winner.
Right.
Yeah. So, although Chuck is not on my list, Chuck will always be, in my opinion, the greatest ever, simply because, dude, he never lost a game.
Yeah. So like
he never lost a game in high school.
Right. And I had to put that out there because I'm a MAC quarterback as well. So like I take pride in our conference, and a lot of guys don't respect our play. And meanwhile, we have a lot of great guys that played in at the pro level as well. So there's a lot of guys I can name. That's so. But I had to put that out there. MAC conference, another guy from the MAC conference, and that set the way for me, honestly, another black quarterback in that conference. So I had to do that. It's just more of a respect thing, and it's the truth. Undefeated, never lost. He controlled what he could control.
And that's all he could do, man. But he did it well.
You're right.
So I love your 5 guys. I love your guys that you picked. I mean, there is no wrong answer. There are no wrong picks. We're just having a conversation.
Right.
And as I said to you earlier, we just rapping about black quarterbacks.
We just rapping.
We just rapping. So my guys are the guy I put at the top was Steve McNair.
Alcorn State.
Alcorn State. I put him there because 14,496 passing yards in his career at Alcorn State.
I should have put him in there just because I respect what he did, because a lot of people don't know that Steve McNair had athletic scholarships to go play in the SEC and other schools, but it wasn't for the quarterback position.
Not for quarterback. Yeah.
So
Florida wanted him, but not as a quarterback.
Right. And I respect that. Yeah. So
finished 3rd in the Heisman voting. That was the highest finish for a quarterback from an HBCU since Doug Williams finished 4th in 1977.
Insane.
After Steve McNair, I got the satellite, Willie Satellite Totten, Mississippi Valley State.
Okay.
You know who his number 1 receiver was, right?
Yeah.
Earl Rice, Jerry Rice.
Yeah, for sure.
13,128 yards, 141 touchdowns. He set 50 Division I AA records during the time he was at Mississippi Valley State. And I saw him play a couple of games, and, man, he could spin it.
Yeah.
Then I had, like you had, I had Charlie Ward.
Okay.
Charlie Ward was the second black quarterback to win the Heisman Trophy was a national champion. He won all 3 quarterback awards his senior year. So that's why I put Charlie Ward there. Another one of our fraternity brothers. Then another guy, man, that I had to just give his due, Tracy Ham. Tracy Ham was a 2-time Division I AA national champion, helped put Georgia Southern on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. 2-time All-American, player of the year 3 times in the conference. And they called the offense that he ran at Georgia Southern. They had the wishbone at Texas, but they had the ham bone at Georgia Southern. And then a couple other guys, Eldridge Dickey, Tennessee State, 3-time All-American, the first black quarterback drafted in the NFL. They drafted him with the Oakland Raiders at the time. The Raiders drafted him, told him he was going to get an opportunity. He played quarterback in preseason. When the season came around, they moved him to wide out, and that really kind of messed him up after that. And then, of course, the great Doug Williams. Doug Williams finished 4th in Heisman voting. He led the NCAA in several categories his year at Grambling. And in the voting, he finished behind Earl Campbell, Terry Miller, and Ken McAfee for the Heisman Trophy. And then 2 other guys that I had, of course, Andre Ware being the first black quarterback to win a Heisman, and a guy by the name of Bruce Eugene, who played at Grambling, 13,516 yards, 140 touchdowns. He tied Willie Totten for the most touchdowns in the season with 56 touchdowns in one season.
Sheesh. That's a lot of touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns, man.
If people don't know, people don't understand how tough it is to do that.
It is. So, but again, all of these guys make a collective of guys who have had the ability to play the game.
Yeah.
You may not have always gotten an opportunity,
Right.
but they had the abilities and the skills. Like yourself, you have the abilities and the talent. It's only so many slots open.
Yeah.
It's only so many slots, and everybody's not going to get there. And, so, hey, but thank God you got a chance to play college football as a quarterback.
Most
and
definitely.
That was a blessing, because it's like,
Most
okay,
definitely.
because a lot of guys don't even get that opportunity.
Right. Right. Trust me, I know a lot of athletes back at home, and that just never got a chance to play at the next level, and just being high school being the last time they could put on helmet and shoulder pads. So
yeah,
I know
Hey, Woody, what about the guys who were better than a lot of guys, but they just didn't know how to play structured football? They were great sandlot guys.
Yeah.
But they couldn't fit into that system of, hey, man, run the play over and over again. Hey, coach, they keep hitting me. That's right. They until the whistle blow, you're gonna keep getting hit.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't deal with that. You don't need to be out here, son. Uncoachable guys. I don't know too many sandlot guys who were coachable. That's the other problem. So, but there's been a lot of talent, and your list, my list combined, man, that's a lot of talent. A lot of talent. I mean, and then when you talk about Cam Newton and Vince Young, guys 6'5", 6'6", 6'6" guys, oh my goodness.
Man, these are defensive ends running with the football in their hands. These are
throwing the football. And hey, what about one other guy with that size, Dante Culpepper?
UCF.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hit a 260-pound quarterback.
Nobody wants us. Yeah, you're right. Big fan of Dante Culpepper as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So our efforts to make sure that our legacies, man, are not ever forgotten, just so we can rap about guys like this and many, many others who have put down foundations like yourself. Somebody will be standing on Thomas Woodson's shoulders when they come to Akron, and they will need to know that, hey, man, you need to know about this guy here because you're standing on his shoulders. So thank you so very much for coming up with that list, man.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's just, second nature. It's just something that need to be said, especially different time frames of the guys. But I respect all guys. I just put out the guys that were like a big part of me and who I saw with my own eyes. So
okay. Well, I look forward to maybe a day we get together, man, and we can just rap a little bit more, man, so we can really talk about a lot more guys, because there's some guys that played HBCU football that a lot of people still don't know about, but that's for another day and for another time.
Yeah.
Hey, Woody, thank you so very much for being a guest tonight on the show, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me. And
don't forget to let us know about that new coming position you're going to get.
I do. I'll let you guys know for sure whenever I acknowledge it to the public. So,
Gotcha.
Sure.
All right. My guest tonight has been Thomas Woody Woodson, former quarterback at the University of Akron. We thank him so very much. Our frat brother. Got to give props on that. So, hey, everybody, until the next Monday, when we'll have another phenomenal black quarterback, I'm your host, W. Earl Kitchings. As we always say, go deep and go for the bomb. Hey, everybody, take care. Have a great week.